Imagine this. You just finished hauling bricks in the blazing Mesopotamian sun. You're sweaty, exhausted, and ready to get paid. Your supervisor walks up, nods seriously, and hands you a frothy jug of beer. No coins, no clamshells, just beer. Welcome to ancient Mesopotamia, where civilization began, and people were completely obsessed with beer. They drank it, worshipped it, made laws about it, and even cracked bad bar jokes about it. Today, we're diving mug first into the funniest, weirdest, and most surprisingly relatable facts about Mesopotamia's sacred love of suds. Let's get historically hammered. Fact 1. Paychecks. In pints? In ancient Mesopotamia, beer wasn't just a beverage. It was a legitimate form of payment. Cuneiform tablets, basically clay pay stubs, show that workers were often compensated with daily beer rations. Even skilled laborers like builders and scribes could earn up to a gallon of beer a day. It was like getting direct deposit, straight into your liver. Fact 2. Brew or die. The Code of Hammurabi beer was so important that the Code of Hammurabi had a special law just for brewers. If a tavern keeper watered down the beer, the punishment wasn't a fine, it was death by drowning. That's right, you mess with the brew, you get submerged in it. In Mesopotamia, a watered-down IPA wasn't just disappointing, it was a capital offense. 3. The world's oldest bar joke. Sumerians loved a good drink, and apparently bad puns. One ancient tablet features what might be the world's oldest recorded bar joke. A dog walks into a tavern and says, "I can't see a thing. I'll open this one." Historians aren't totally sure what it means, but it proves one thing. Even 4,000 years ago, people were telling terrible bar jokes after a few too many. 4. Beer was literally divine. Beer wasn't just practical, it was holy. The goddess Ninkasi was considered the divine brewer, and there's even a 4,000-year-old hymn written in her honor, which doubles as a beer recipe. That's right, ancient prayers didn't just praise, they gave step-by-step brewing instructions. Dear goddess, may this IPA be hoppy and strong. Probably. Fact 5. They drank beer to survive. Ancient water sources were sketchy, full of bacteria, sewage, and general grossness. Beer, on the other hand, was boiled and fermented, making it far safer to drink. So beer wasn't just fun, it was a survival strategy. Mesopotamians were basically drinking to stay alive. And let's be honest, some of us still are. Bonus: the first beer emoji. Early cuneiform writing included a symbol that looked like a beer jug. It was used in pay records next to worker names. Kind of like the first ever beer emoji. They had an icon for beer before they had punctuation. Priorities. In Mesopotamia, beer wasn't just a drink. It was currency, comedy, religion, and survival rolled into one warm, bubbly package. From paying your workers in brew, to facing death for watering it down, to literally praying to the goddess of fermentation. Ancient Mesopotamians weren't just the first civilization, they were also the first to really know how to party. So next time you sip a cold one, raise your glass to the Sumerians, because without them, we might all still be drinking pond water. Cheers to that. Enjoyed this dive into ancient beer culture? Hit that like button, subscribe for more weird history every week, and drop a comment below. What ancient civilization do you think threw the best parties? This is lost history, and sometimes history's weirdest stories start with a drink. See you next time.